welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his 4th consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Chiefs.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Gain of 13 yards and a first down, Chiefs.
Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense, but the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Now the 3rd team in the last 3 years. You remember Denver to Pittsburgh and now here in New York. He showed flashes of the vintage rush throughout the year in 2024 with the Steelers. Now he's looking to sustain those flashes for his new team in the Big Apple.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Third and 12. Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, but that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 32 that time.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
To throw again is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
Now it's Tracy. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score, Chiefs 10.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
That's good for a New York Giants.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Jerry Tillery.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
The pass. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Tracy going to get it on first down. Gets past one man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Did a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
52-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And New York set to take the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. they can get involved in the run game as well.
Here's Wilson. Going into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Wilson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you can go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
punt. Will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone just like that.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And now here comes Kansas City. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Chiefs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Chiefs.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play as borne out by the numbers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Now Wilson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, Wilson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Give him to the big tight end on 4th. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Quick slant to Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the give, it's Tracy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 7. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 35-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Let's start the drive here with Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call PPR?
The receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Mahomes going to throw. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Kansas City.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Oh, the jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Tracy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 55 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On the run is Tracy. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
In motion goes the tight end. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 8.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And the Giants ready to come out now. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Paulson to Debo up to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space.
but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now Wilson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Giants 23.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, Good night, everybody.